Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media users found on the public domain and of fair use and fair dealings.
And her name was Jane.
Pretty cool, huh? Just wow. Just amazing. Yeah. Not quite warm enough to get in your bathers though. Hey, morning one and all. I'm a little bit early here. I haven't had a cup of tea yet. But yeah, you guys have been asking after my last video, what did I think of the news? Well, I did a little bit of a happy dance. I found the news quite exciting, if I'm honest. I think exciting in the sense that this is something that the Queen has to do. I think lots of people, I was beginning to doubt her. I was beginning to think, no, she's just going to make the same mistake she did with Andrew. I think she's a lot craftier than we give her credit for. She clearly hasn't. She has pulled back. She has got rid of their use of royal. But I don't want it to stop at royal, and this is nothing to be malicious. I'll tell you now a bit more of a secret, as I've been doing this for so long. When I set up my Twitter account, I was living in Milton Keynes. I don't live in Milton Keynes anymore. I live in Sussex, and I've lived in Sussex for a long time. So I'm very, very anti them using Sussex royal full stop anyway. Sussex has got so many beautiful places. It's a beautiful county. We have got some of the most amazing scenery in the world. And the reason why I think that someone needs to start up another campaign again to say, let's get Sussex removed. If the Queen's willing to remove royal, they shouldn't have Sussex. It's not that I don't really care about them earning money off of it. Well, actually, yeah, no, I do, if I'm honest. Why should they earn money off it? Meghan's been married into the family, 21, 22 months. She's done nothing for the county of Sussex, nor Prince Harry. I think they've spent something ridiculous, like 45 minutes. In West Sussex, East Sussex, I don't think they've even gone up to, I think it's Scotland, isn't it, where he's like the Earl of Dumbarton, which is quite an ironic name, really. I wonder if the Queen did that with a bit of humour. They shouldn't have any of it. If they want to step back, they shouldn't have the privileges, they shouldn't have everything. And I still think, I am wearing a dress, by the way, see. I know some people like to get, oh my God, she's not wearing any clothes. Yes, I'm wearing a little summer dress. But, yeah, there's lots of things I think about it. I think it's great news if this is definitely going to happen. I did see a tweet from Chris Ship saying that it's under discussion, but it's more than likely. Did the Queen just give them enough rope to hang themselves? So she's turned around and said, you're not allowed to use your HRH, but you can keep being Sussex Royal for now, and then we'll review it. And then obviously Harry's done the JP Morgan, then we've heard about the Goldman Sachs, but it's not just the fact he hasn't done the Goldman Sachs yet, but it turns out that he and Meghan have been plotting this for months and months and months. You know, this has really got to be upsetting the Queen, because the more they're digging now, the more they're looking back, the more the dots are joining up to, well, as we know, Soho House. But it's just the fact that they've been planning this since basically they got married. Why should they make money out of their connections? Let's face it, they're really not as popular as they think. They were popular members of the royal family briefly, but due to Meghan's behaviour, that quickly went into decline. They've got no skills to bring to the table. I said that in my last interview, you know. What can they actually do that can justify bringing in the sort of money that they want? I mean, they're going to sell the story of, you know, Harry's mental health and Diana for so long, but these two aren't exactly key speakers of people you want talking about mental health. You've got basically a Harry that's still having, which is sad, you know, but we all lose parents. It is unfortunately the circle of life. But, you know, he's still quite clearly having issues. You remember every time he hears a click of a camera, clearly doesn't have a problem when he's on stage earning sort of £1 million payouts for banks. But what else are they going to really bring? What else is there other than to talk about Diana, which I'm sure William must be having an absolute fit over by now. Everything they seem to touch is pretty much toxic. They haven't really promoted charities that already existed. They've tried to just set up their own versions. They've shut down their Buckingham Palace office. You think of all those, I think it's 12 members of staff. A couple of them they poached off of William and Catherine, and I bet they're kicking themselves now. You know, prestigious jobs working with William and Catherine, they thought, oh yeah, they've fallen for the Harry and Meghan kind of tribe, that they're going to be huge global stardom. Well, more for them, because now they've obviously lost their jobs. I doubt it'll be hard finding another job, but Harry and Meghan don't care about anything or anyone apart from themselves. I really thought that Harry would be different, but it's turning out, I think, you know, he's not as innocent as we all think. So we've got the fact that they've lost the use of royal, which I think is quite right. How are they going to market their stuff being, you know, not royal, no longer HRHs, not using royal? But I think that the Queen must go ahead. I think Sussex needs to be taken. Why should the people of Sussex, myself included, I don't want them related to my county. I live in a beautiful county. I live in a place where we have castles and cathedrals, and as I said, some of the most amazing, like we've got the downs, the river walks, we have got so much. We've got beautiful, like got Chichester, Bosham, we've got places. Google any of these places. Arundel Castle, there's the one. We've got a town that's, well, a county that's full of lots of money, it's full of lots of nice people, lots of nice homes. Why do we want to be tarnished with them? I'm not going to start up a campaign on one of these kind of, what is it, change.org. I've got enough going on with keeping up with the videos. But tell me what you guys think, because I just really don't believe that the way that they've treated the Queen and the country, the public, you know, they've played us for fools. Not so much as the fact that they've left, but the fact that they've been planning to leave since before they got married. They insisted on having that huge wedding. There's so many things that have irritated people because they've literally taken the United Kingdom for a ride. So why should they be able to take away a dukedom with them? He doesn't deserve to be a duke. Prince Harry will always be Prince Harry. But they don't deserve a dukedom. They don't. They're no longer living in the UK. Meghan married into the family, as I said, for 21, 22 months. The whole thing's been a massive con to set themselves up, or to set herself up. I saw there's some really cheesy stuff on their Instagram. Apparently Harry's going to be singing with John Bon Jovi at something to do with the Invictus Games. I think Prince William's already beaten you to that one, has. But yeah, it just seems cheesy. And I think the Invictus Games was always set up by Harry's advisors to actually make it out that he had a goal, that he had something to really use his military kind of attributes to. And I think the Invictus Games is great, but the story and that, I can't remember the name of it, but it was already devised in America, so Harry's made a UK version, great. He's ditched the military, he's ditched the Queen, he's ditched everything to do with the UK public, and all he's done is talk about how much that he dislikes England, dislikes the royal family, dislikes his own family. And I just think, I'm sorry, I don't think I even want you representing Invictus Games anymore. He showed very little interest in the last 2 times that he was even there in attendance. I have noticed that, again, there's people that are just not speaking out and about them because their behaviour has been shocking worldwide. People aren't defending them like they were anymore. I don't think the racism card is washing anymore, because you're having a lot of people of colour that are standing up going, sorry, it's crap. Women and men from America, they've even been going, no, it's crap. Meghan doesn't know what racism is, because they've had real racism. And there's a lot of it where it's just turned out, as I said, it's all been one big con, everything that they've done. They've swooped in, I think, that they've tricked the royal family, they tricked everyone from the beginning. They've taken, or trying to take, everything that they want, and now they're showing their true colours. So yeah, I think the Queen needs to step it up, or Charles. I think the dukedom must also be taken. They don't deserve to have Sussex under their name. And as for them, you know, being able to build this huge kind of company and sell all this money and sell themselves, They don't bring anything to the table. They're really not that popular. They've lied to everyone, and all of the Commonwealth countries, people that they visited, can see that it's bad behaviour. They're not as likeable as they think. They might be a quick gimmick at the moment, but that's it. They're nothing more than a gimmick. So I'm really happy that Queen Elizabeth has decided to remove the royal. I do think they shot themselves in the foot where they did the JP Morgan. I think they're going to continue to shoot themselves in the foot with the choices that they make, because obviously by going with Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, they don't care about the environment. They're not looking to anything. They're just taking paychecks. My voice is going a bit husky. It's because I've been singing and talking non-stop and just been having a great time. The holiday's going amazing. I'll still do some pictures when I can. We're going to Kangaroo Island next week. It's just because they had a huge, they've got a huge sporting event out here at the moment, so we couldn't quite get out there. I'm going to a place called Monato's on Monday, which is basically an open safari. It's like going to Africa, so I'll get lots of pictures and make sure I upload them. But before I lose my voice, that's it for me today. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. What day is it actually? I lose track when I'm on holiday. Hang on. It's 21st of February, so today must be Friday. I'm going to watch my uncle's band tonight, so in celebration of my husband's birthday, which was a couple of days ago. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care, bye.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers the time. If you would like to buy me a coffee, please go to my About page and click the link. Love, Taz.